guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Oluwa Shindara Layemi, and it's so good to have you on this channel. This channel is called Shindara's Voice, and on this channel I talk about faith, career, relationships, lifestyle, and every other good thing that I can talk about. If this is your first time, thank you for clicking on this video, and if you are already here and if not subscribed, please do subscribe and watch other videos, and let me know the kind of videos you want me to watch, you want me to film, and I will film it. And let's learn and share together. Drop your comments, subscribe, share with someone, and like the videos. Thank you. So today I'm going to be talking about meeting your Nigerian in-laws for the first time. I don't know what the title is going to be, but I know it's going to be something around that. It's not going to probably be maybe meeting your in-laws from a Nigerian perspective or whatever. This is just for people that have Nigerian in-laws. You might be from another continent, you might be from another part of Africa and all of that, but then you're coming to meet Nigerian in-laws. So I'm going to be sharing my own experience because I met my in-law a few weeks back. Okay, so I've met a lot of them. Actually, I've met some of them, not a lot of them. I met some of them before this time, but this was like the official going to meet them. That okay, the person that wants to marry your husband, the person that wants to marry your son, he have arrived. Yes, that's kind of visiting. So this time around it was more proper. It wasn't just probably I went over to their house to say hi, or I met them at my fiance's house. No, I was going to see them this time around to say, okay, yes, we're getting married, and this is your son officially bringing me to say this is the lady I want to marry. And I met the very key people in the family, like key people, mother-in-law, father-in-law, grandma, everybody. And it was such a beautiful experience, trust me. I know a lot of people say, firstly, I like to even drop this disclaimer, they're still very good in-laws. Like, if anybody tells you that, oh, I mean, I know there are a lot of bad in-law stories out there that you've heard and all of that, but let me tell you the truth, like, they are good in-laws. Like, they are very beautiful in-laws that you would be like, okay, yes, this is a family, do you understand? And it's not going to look so weird, and you're not going to wish that your mother-in-law is dead, all of that. They're still good in-laws. So I need every single person out there. I know you must have heard a lot of awful things about in-laws, but I need you to like take out those things and meet with your in-laws, or I mean which wish to meet in-laws that are actually kind of good. Do you understand? Because if you have that mindset that, oh, in-laws are bad, I don't have a mother-in-law, I don't have a father-in-law, and all of that, no matter what the mother or the woman does to you, you're going to start seeing reasons why you should not like her, reasons why you didn't want to have her in the first instance. Because even like your mother, everybody's going to offend you. Do you understand? So it's better for you to take your mind off it and start hoping to actually have like a very good rapport with her, rather than dwelling on the fact that you don't want to see her around, or you don't want to have her around. Habish. Yes, so I'm going to be telling you like tips when you're going to meet your in-law and all of that. But basically, I'm going to be using my own experience to share. Like, I mean, I've not met a lot of in-laws. This is just the first time I'm going to meet somebody's mother. But I feel like disclosure. I always disclosure and sharing your experience so that people can learn from you, right? So if you think that this is something you want to watch, sit down and keep watching. All right. So first thing I'm going to say is, if you're going to see your in-law, prepare in advance. Like, how do I even say this? Prepare in advance. See, know the kind of clothes you want to wear, know the kind of family you're going to meet, what are their preference, what do they like to do you understand? Like, what's the normal thing for them, so that their normal doesn't look like abnormal to you. For instance, there are families that like everybody likes to sit down and eat in one plate, and in your own family everybody has a special plate. Like, you can't even use your brother's plate, you can't use your sister's spoon, everything is into. But this other family, you like to eat together. When you go to the house, like, you now see that it's just so strange. Do you get? Your fiance might even forget to tell you, your fiancé might forget to tell you. But when you ask questions, okay, so what are the things you think I need to know about your family? What does your mother like? What does your father? I know there's a lot of concentration on mother, but let me tell you something. It's not only mothers that is to give people trouble. You don't see my father is giving you trouble. Your father, as in the father-in-law, is one that is giving you trouble. I've heard of cases like that. Or is sister or brother-in-law that is giving you trouble. So you need to know the preference of everybody you're going to meet. Like, prepare, know what they know the kind of, the way they talk, the kind of outfit. Like, okay, so now I said I'm going to share my own experience. So I mean, for my in-laws, I expected, my friends have told me initially that, okay, some of these outfits that you used to wear, you can't wear it there. And this is not because you are pretending, because I mean initially I was like, why can't I wait? I mean, let them see me the way I am, blah 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 blah. And I was having a conversation with my mom, and she was like, personally, they're even like my mom, so it's not like I said it was a major shocker that, oh, you can't wear trouser or you can't do this particular kind of thing. Do you understand? It wasn't a shocker because that's the way my mother is. But I wanted to like go there saying, okay, I mean, this is who I am. I have most of my clothes are jeans. Do you understand? You're going to be seeing me wearing jeans more often than not. So why would I come wearing long skirts? And my mom was like, no, don't go there wearing long skirts. Long skirts is not you. But skirts, yes, it's still decent. So why would you say that you don't want to wear, you don't have trousers? I mean, if they say they want you to wear something decent, they're not actually saying that you must wear, you must not go with makeup and all of that. They're just saying that be decent. That's all they're asking for. So if you now go now putting on earrings, with your hair just packed to the back, and you're wearing long gowns, then that is when you are pretending. But if you're going there, okay, you're going there, your hair is moderate and neat, you have very light makeup on, your clothes are covered and nice and looking decent and all of that, nobody's going to question you for that. Like, that's just like how a decent person is supposed to dress. Because if you like wearing crazy jeans and all of that, because you now want to like make them know who you are, don't like you now go there wearing crazy jeans. Actually, clothes that you know that even your own parents complain about, you're now saying that, oh, you want them to see you the way you are. Hello, give yourself sense. I mean, wisdom is profitable to direct. Nobody's saying that you should go there pretending, but at least you go there looking decent and acceptable. Yes, they are going to have to see you the way you are later on, but even if you are going to go and greet them, it's not that day they will see who you are now. It's not about pretending. They are going to have to see you at some point, but at least when you are going for the first time, first impression matters a lot. You might be a very nice person, you might actually be a very decent person, but you're going looking half naked because that is the way you are, because that is the way you dress, and you want them to look at you like you are normal. No, now. So I think I've already even gone into things, but then major thing is prepare advice, the kind of people you're going to see, and try to be decent. Number 2 is when you're going, go with gifts, and that is still preparing in advance because you've asked questions. So what does your mom like? What does your dad like? So when I was asking my fiance, he was giving me some very funny answers. I'm like, what is doing this? So say you want me to go without carrying anything. The good thing was that I even forgot. Thankful to my mother. My mother was like, so what are you taking? I'm like, nothing. And she's like, when he came to my house, did you not bring something? I'm like, because he's a guy. And she's like, no, things are not done that way. You must go with something. I'm like, oh, makes sense. And I'm so grateful that I went with something, because I mean, I just imagine going there without, like, when I went there and I presented my gift, it was so, I don't know, it made me look so thoughtful. And even though, I mean, I know that what I gave her is nothing compared to what she gave me back when I was going, but I mean, it just felt like, yeah, I was thoughtful of her. And I mean, she really loved the gifts and all of that. But I know that even if the gift is not like exactly big and I didn't have to break the bank for it, but I know that she really appreciated the fact that I brought something, and I know she's going to make use of it. So I mean, it just makes you look thoughtful. It makes you look like, oh yeah, you're mindful of them. And what is there? I don't even know how to explain how it feels like, but then I think it's really just nice that you go with a token of gifts. What they like, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law loves perfumes. Get a fragrance that you think they would like. She loves scarves, she loves slippers. I'm not saying that my mother-in-law is a flat person, so I got her flats. Like, I mean, just get her something that you know that she's really going to appreciate and she's going to love. And that is part of preparing in advance. Ask questions, ask your fiance questions and all of that. And then when you get there, be yourself. Don't talk too much. Don't be too quiet. Yes, you have to. I mean, it can be a tough thing. When I was there, I was counting my steps. Oh my god! And the good thing is that if I use my experience to explain meeting in-laws, you are not going to get it right, because trust me, my own in-laws are like, I know they're going to be like the sweetest kind of in-laws that anybody's going to have, because those people are just God saints. Trust me. I mean, my experience when I went to theirs, because for me, my in-laws they're not based in Lagos, so we have to travel out of Lagos to go and meet them and all that, so I have to sleep over and all of that. I'm so thankful for my fiance, so I'm so thankful for him, because he didn't make me not comfortable there. Like, it was already good enough that they were not making me uncomfortable. Do you understand? Like, okay, I finished eating my food, I want to go and wash plates. You know, they say, our wife, don't wash plate to eat, you're not gonna sit down. I'm thinking that, don't wash plate to, they're not come back and say, that guy is lazy. When I want to wash my plate, they allow me. If I want to do anything I want to do, like they allow me. If I say, okay, this room I want to be, I mean, I remember one time they were cooking in the kitchen. I really did not know they were cooking in the kitchen, and I was in the room. I was suddenly even walking in the room, not like as I was just sleeping in the room. I was doing some things in the room, and my fiance was like, "Oh, mommy's in the kitchen cooking." I'm like, "Oh, really? I didn't know." And I came back outside. Like you get like, I'm sure if I was in the room, I don't know what she would think in her mind, but I think that she really like did not care because she just felt like I was a visitor. So it wasn't like, oh, I had to like move on eggshells around her, or I had to be I had to form, I had to do whatever I wasn't. Do you get like no, anything I was doing, if I say I want to sweep, she left me. If I say I want to do this one, she left me to do. If I'm carrying the she say, don't carry the tape. Those things make you feel very uncomfortable, trust me. So I really felt comfortable, and my fiance did not leave me to also feel uncomfortable. Do you get? And that's why if you're taking somebody to your house to meet your parents, you know your parents better, so you should be able to guide the person on how to behave, the things to do, what to expect them to do. Do you understand? Prep them, and even while they are there, don't make them feel uncomfortable. If you feel like there's a situation the person is going to feel quite uncomfortable, try to step in to make sure that there's a balance and the person feels at home. Do you understand? Then another thing I'm going to say is try to know the kind of conversations they like to indulge, and do not lie. I don't know why I'm saying this, but then really do not lie. When they're asking you questions, answer as truthfully as possible and say exactly what they ask you. So where are your parents from? They're from Ekiti. You know that place that is in Ekiti? But they didn't ask you, where are your parents from? Ekiti. Where in Ekiti? Ado Ekiti. Where in Ado? You get? They don't ask you where. Don't answer. Oh, wait, what does your dad do for a living? My dad is into black women. He's even the this and this. Chatterbox. Don't be a chatterbox. And don't be too reserved also. When they're asking you questions, the exact question they're asking you, respond to the exact question they're asking you and respond respectfully. Do you understand? Also, know when to draw the boundaries. See, in as much as you want to be a family and you are part of the family, you're going to become part of the family, you also need to understand that there are boundaries. Just the way they're also, but no matter how close you are to your parents, there are boundaries with your parents. That's the same way there are boundaries with them also. Yes, they are your in-laws. Yes, you want to be a close family member, but also there are boundaries. So when they are talking about things that relates to family, know when to shush. Do you understand? Know when to draw the lines. Know the kind of things to say. You're talking to your mother, mommy, see how this clothes is fine on you. I mean, mommy, the clothes really looks pretty on you. Remember, you're meeting them for the first time. When you people come close, you can now know how to extend your chats and all of that, because you don't want to say something that means offensive to them, but it's actually cool to you, because in your family you can just look at it and say, mommy, this hair look like this thing. You get? But you can just say, oh, mommy, see your wigs make you look like an old woman. But if your mother-in-law, even if she's asking you that, how does this my wig look like? You have to be diplomatic. No, I said wisdom is profitable to direct. Mommy, this wig is really nice. It's beautiful, but I think that it will not suit the occasion you are going to. Do you have another one that you can change it? So, mommy, know that all this your wig that I used to see on status now. I used to look very pretty. You put the adjuster. You're not lying. You're just making her feel good and knowing how to present your word. Do you get? Right and wrong, we always pave way for peace and progress. I heard that yesterday and it just sticks in my head. Right and wrong, like sometimes that right and wrong, we have to pave way for peace and progress. So if the fact that something is right or wrong is not the problem, the major thing is that peace and progress should take place, and because of that you have to ignore the right and wrong and just make way for peace and progress. Do you understand? So the things that you have to do, you don't be like, your clothes is not fine now. But I said the truth now. You know me, I like to say the truth. May saying the truth not deny you of being married. Amen. So understand that you need to also know when to talk, know how to say it, how to deliver it, and where to say it. Another thing I'm going to say is when you finally leave, make sure that I was talking about how to know how to converse with them. So you've spoken with your fiance and he says, oh, my mom loves fashion, my mom loves this, my mom loves that. You can know how to have a conversation with her. She says, oh, my dad loves football. You don't know anything about football, you could just read up so you can just have a few conversations, because when you have silence in between the space of conversation, it can really make you bored, it can make you nervous, it can make you tensed, uncomfortable. So there's a lot of you just sitting down in this room with them, there's nothing to say. You can just say, oh, mommy, how was the Z word? For example, when I went to I don't watch Z word. I cannot sit down and watch it for anything, but they love it, they enjoy it, and I really could not just imagine myself sitting down to watch. I can't even sit down to watch TV, talk more of Z word. So I just did, I really don't watch Z word. I've never watched it before. I don't know how to watch it, but it's better than me sitting down to now say, oh, But then if I had to be confined in that environment to sit down, and because I know my mom is a fan of Z Word, I know some names, I'll just chat with them and just mention some names and all of that. But because they didn't make me, like I said, they didn't make me uncomfortable. They didn't make me feel like, oh, you have to sit down and watch this thing with us. Or this is the family ritual. So I just told them, and then I just went into the room and I went to sleep. So, I mean, for them, it was enjoying. When it was time for devotion, I came outside, contributed my quarter in devotion, did what I could do. I went back to my room to enjoy myself and came back outside also to gist with people and all of that. So, I mean, when you're meeting your in-laws for the first time, when I said dress decently, there's no such thing as I'm trying to pretend. Don't pretend to be who you're not. At the same time, understand that there's modesty. Yes, this is not who you are. You are not the kind of person that will not fix lashes every day. Understandably, you are used to fixing lashes. Even your parents don't see anything wrong with it. In fact, the day you don't fix lashes, your mother is going to ask you why you did not fix the lashes. That's the way your family is. But you are going to another family where it is not allowed. So rather than saying, oh, I'm not going to fix lashes, maybe you fix just like the little one. Do you understand? That one that is not going to be as long as the normal one used to fix. Or maybe you just don't fix it at all, because it can't be every 365 days of the month that of the year that you fix lashes. So do you know? I'm just using lashes as an example. But you wear ripped jeans, but that's not the only clothes you wear every day. Yes, the kind of person that wears ripped jeans, but that's not the only clothes you wear every day. So don't say because I want to be real, you now wear ripped jeans to come meet your in-law. Rather wear a gown. You need to know that this is who you are, but it's not that day they are going to see who you are. It's a process. So you better make that first time a good one, so that they would, like you, and then going forward, they're not going to complicate. Don't complicate issues yourself because of things that you can avoid. Do you understand? Also, pray before going, so that God arrests their hearts. If you think that they are tough parents, pray before going. Also, be very careful. See, I feel like one of the things that makes meeting in-laws quite tough is because your fiance has not prepared you enough. If your fiance has prepared you enough to say, this is who my parents are. When my fiance was going to meet my mom, I told him, you could be free, mom. When you're going to meet dad, you need to have extra. You need to know we have good command of English. My dad is a stickler for good English. You need to have good command of English. You need not to argue with him when he's saying some things, even when you're not right with it. Accept what he say first before explaining to him that, oh, daddy, I think I have a different notion. Don't come and say, oh, daddy's not with my father. With my mom, she's going to listen to you and hear your point of view. But you don't try that with my father. When you're going to my father, dress properly. Even my mother, you're wearing a jeans, you're wearing a shirt, you get proper. We should even know what you're wearing. As far as you're looking nice. But my dad, you need to look like decent, clean cuts. With my mom also, you need to have your hair properly shaped. You can't come to my mom and your hair is tinted, your hair is dark. No. So you will not say, oh, this is why I'm a jeans and t-shirt person. When I told you that to my father, you understand? So you're not coming to come approve a point that this is who I am. He's not going to be with you all the days you're going to marry to his daughter. But that day you're going to meet him, wear what he thinks that is proper for you. Do you understand? And even if I think that, okay, maybe you're a tech guy and because you don't have any shirt and suit, I'm not saying that you should wear suits. You can even wear native if you're coming to see my father. But don't just come looking like you went to buy pure water on the streets, or you're just wearing jeans and a palm and a shirt. Ask my fiance, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So I already gave him that prep, and I already told him some things that he could say and some things that he shouldn't say with different people. Do you understand? And it also depends on mood. So you also have to watch their mood. I prepped him basically for him to know who he was going to meet. And it was good. So either ways, either the man or the woman, just make sure that you prep the person, help the person, so that the person is not in any uncomfortable position. Because at the end of the day, if the person is not having a good time with your parents, you're also going to feel it. What do you gain if your wife and your mother are not in good terms, or your husband and your mother are not in good terms? How will you feel about it? It's really not proper, and it starts with that first day they are coming to meet you. And last but not the least, when you're done, you've left their place, you've done everything you're supposed to do with them, always give a call back to say thank you. So important. I talk about thank yous every time, even when you're doing interviews, even when I call back to say thank you. Oh, mommy, I just got home now. Thank you very much for the nice meal. I really appreciate. Oh, I miss your food. Your food was delicious. Can't wait to eat more. You get that kind of to make her feel good. Thank your father-in-law, so that thank you very much for blah 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 blah, and let them also have an enjoyable time together. Thank them, appreciate what they've done for you, and also from time to time, don't let that be the end of the conversation. Oftentimes just check up on them and start building the relationship from there, so that they can also be free with you, because it's not in one day they will be free with you. The fact that, oh, they were so nice with you from the beginning, you also have to put in effort to make sure that you build that relationship. if your mother-in-law is the kind of person that really, I mean, you also need to understand them. Some mother-in-laws really don't like all those call blah 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 and all of that. So you also need to watch like the mood. I mean, if she's not the kind of person that likes conversations and all of that, call her once in a while. If she likes chats and all of that, and you don't like chats, try to learn how to like chat her up, surprise her with gifts and all of that, and just start building the relationship so that you have a peaceful time with your mother-in-law. It's forever. It's forever. It's either you divorce them, you divorce their son, or they die. That's what the relationship can break, and you're not really praying for them to die, right? Because they're your spouse or your partner's parents. So, I mean, it's going to also have effect on if they die. So the other thing is just to have a good relationship with them so that you don't start praying for them to die. Do you understand? Alright, thank you very much for watching to the end of this video. If you are married or you're engaged and you've met your in-laws, what were the tips, what were the things that worked out for you that you think I didn't say, or you want to expatiate more on, or you want to share your experience with us, please let us know in the comment section. If you have questions, also put it in the comment section. I would respond to you. Other people that also have experience respond to you. And also let me know the kind of videos you want me to film going forward. Someone must told me to film a video about red flags. I'm going to film that video very soon and I'm going to put it out. Alright, so thank you very much for watching to the end. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and till the next time you watch me, remain blessed. I love you. Bye.